Welcome to Allegedly Wednesdays, where all things said are said for entertainment purposes only and are allegedly. My apologies, y'all. I'm a couple minutes late. Who have mercy? Listen, 2026 is doing the most in every possible way. Listen, Linda. I didn't expect for this one to ever happen in the history of music. Y'all, Carisha just dropped a song that did what Cardi B's Imaginary Players was supposed to do. I never thought I could ever fix my lips to say nothing like what I just said. I had no expectations. I mean, absolutely none. I figured it's a Carisha song. Y'all done already got mad at her, talking about them, it's T when them two fingers touching. I ain't expect too much. I'm like, they not gonna let Carisha through. Everybody has accepted this. And Carisha decides to go in her grown lady bag for the first time ever, probably in her whole entire life, and gave us a song where you could say, wait a minute, that's actually kind of smooth. Is that Carisha? Hmm. And it's not a city girl song. You can't put it on nobody but her. Oh, you caught on to my shirt? Let me cut my other ringer off. Only one person was paying attention to my shirt. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I don't know what to expect no more at all for 2026. That's all I'm going to say. Carisha could actually make a hip hop song, and I can say Carisha and hip hop in the same sentence. Cardi just told us that when the tour is over, she gonna go on down to Columbia, allegedly, and get half her ass taken off because it's holding her back. Is there anything that 2026 can make up? Because at this point, this whole year is feeling like you can't make this shit up. This whole entire year. And it's only February. Thank you. Thank you, Justice, for us. She's welcoming all of you to Allegedly Wednesdays. Y'all, I can't take it. It's like, what the hell is going on? Like, all the Republicans are spicy this year. The only thing I just can't stand is YouTube is not gonna let me play the song for y'all. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the rules are, because if I could do it and say in a way that, we're doing a like one of those critiques or whatnot, maybe we could say that we just somehow, some way are reviewing it. Yeah, you said ghost pepper Republicans. I'm telling you, Lord, Alex B definitely out here whacking them. And then you had Rep Luna. Rep Luna was popping it. Goodness gracious. Y'all, I ain't never in my life thought I'd ever suggest for y'all to get on over there and listen to Carisha. And the video, I mean, it did what it needed to do. It didn't have to be, super high budget. It looked good. The black and white contrast looked good. It was just like, so Carisha gonna kick off the girls in hip hop in 2026? Ooh, wee. The girls who fighting against that next spot after Nikki are about to really, really be fighting. Seriously. You got Cardi trying to come at Nikki, and then you got all these other girls. These other girls are about to have to be in the paint this year. Yeah, Carisha did do a good job. So who I think is gonna be? Ooh wee. I mean, I didn't expect for Carisha to try to jump in front of the pack. You know, that whole situation and with that Chanel situation, and it's like, okay, I ain't see the Chanel thing for her. But maybe it's a blessing that the Chanel thing ain't work and she went in her bag and did this. Maybe that's what happened. She was pushing that Chanel thing and the Chanel thing wasn't gonna never happen. And next thing you know, she comes up with this. So LOL. Oh, y'all talking to each other. Y'all. So we gonna have some fun tonight. I figured I'd talk a few minutes, give folks a little bit to get on in here. So hold on. So enough of y'all kept me up for the last few days, sending me messages, made sure I had to turn my ringer off so my alerts didn't keep going off. But y'all sent me clips from Cardi B's tour. And the clips y'all sent me were like confirmation clips of things that I said. So I couldn't stop laughing because y'all really, really went in and found all the confirmation for what I said in the live and were like clipping stuff up. So I figured for shits and giggles, you know, um, we'll do an interview with someone who worked on the tour. Okay. I need y'all to hold it together. Okay. The chair decided to come by and have a conversation with us. So we're going to do a tarot interview with the chair from the tour. Now, y'all can't go run and tell that the chair is over here because I don't want the chair to be fired from the union of chairs and then it can never go back to working in churches and nursing. Would you say nursing? No, not the nursing homes anymore. Okay, they lost that contract. So they can never go back to working at churches and funerals again. Okay? The chair was nervous about coming on today. It's been under a lot of pressure. This was just a regular chair that worked at a chair temp service. It did not expect to go to work and to have its whole life change. And now it can't go anywhere because everybody recognizes it. Okay. So we're going to talk to the chair, and the chair brought its friend, the shoe. Okay. The shoe wants to let us know what happened on the stage after someone could no longer stand in them. They said they'd never ever been on a concert tour where they were only worn for 5 minutes. So they didn't get to work long. But they're going to tell us about their experience for the first 5 minutes of the evening. So let's talk to the staff and see what they allegedly went through so far in the first few days on tour. Oh, oh Lord, it's discombobulated. You don't have to be afraid. Oh Lord. So I asked the shoe about his first 5 minutes on the job. And the shoe said that the air sign lady walked away from them. So that's all they can really tell you about working on this job. She always leaves them somewhere. That must be hard on you. So the shoe says, we usually work together. So it's going to be balanced through a new beginning. It's just this is new with tour life. Okay, the Fool to the King of Cups. So the shoe is saying that it can't really say much, even though it's deep in its emotions. It never knows, what can happen, what's going to happen next, what direction they're going to take at work. They could be flying through the air or, kicked under a drum set somewhere on the stage. They just don't know what to expect when they go to work. But they say she does love shoes. So this is a new experience for them. Oh, oh Lord. Okay, so there's been a lot of confusion in their relationship lately. Seven of Cups, they don't know where they're going to go forward in their relationship. She's had to face the truth lately. You know, um, they told her to wear other more responsible shoes since she's been getting in trouble with the law. But they see her moving forward, to victory on her tour. But it's over for her, and she knows the summer belongs to the pink lady. So that's what we got from the shoe. Let's see what's going on with the chair, y'all. Because the chair might have to file a workman's comp complaint because every time her and the chair work together, one of them get hurt. And it's been very hard for the chair to work with this person. Tell me more, chair. Okay, so the chair said it thought this was going to be the opportunity of a lifetime. Things were going to be really great. This was going to be a wonderful addition. Okay. And then it led to heartbreak. Chair, you got to tell us how things led to heartbreak. King of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles. Oh my God. So the chair is being messy. The chair is saying, she got a guy with a job and she got a husband, and she works more on being with the guy that has a job. So that's where the disaster started, with her and the chair. Okay. The chair came out swinging. Oh, okay. So the chair says she ain't got no man now. It's the two of swords and the lovers. So I guess she got to focus at work now. So there's a love offer coming in the near future. And according to the chair, it's something that she gonna regret, and it's gonna lead to lots of shame, negative energy, and just a lot of regret. Tell me about this love offer, chair. You got a lot of information. Oh Lord, so you gonna be back secretly messing with somebody? Don't tell me we secret lovers. So you telling people that y'all ain't together, but y'all done got back together? Ooh, have mercy. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, oh Lord, high priestess, the magician, and the devil. Um, I don't know what you did to piss the chair off, but the chair is telling all your spiritual business allegedly. High priestess that possibly is doing magic that could be considered as dark. Now, I don't know what's going on. This is according to the chair. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. Not a chair, it's still a chair. Y'all fooling in the comments. Oh, now the chair want to go with Offset once the divorce is final. Oh my God. Oh, the chair is with Brozilla. I'm done. Okay, so Four of Cups and the Hierophant. Lord, the chair is telling her to watch out for legal problems that she don't want, and that she feel like her wish fulfillment is to get married. So she's still thinking about getting married, y'all. According to her, she been single for a while, but the cards say that she can't wait to get married. That's what the chair is saying. So she must be sitting on the chair while secretly talking to somebody that she ain't supposed to be talking to. I think that's what the chair is saying, allegedly. Lord. The chair must not have been paid yet. That's all I'm gonna say. The chair has not been paid yet. Not the chair had postpartum. The Empress and the Emperor. The chair say it's on some baby mama, baby daddy shit. Oh, a baby daddy you've been fighting with, and somebody who fighting something in court. Possibly going to court for fighting. So you could be single, but you heartbroken, and you trying to get back with somebody from the past. Mm-hmm. Lord, death in reverse. Justice, an air sign, someone who can be a Libra, doesn't want something to end. They want to start something again. So she could be trying to get back with her baby daddy allegedly and trying to convince him to be in a relationship with her again. Allegedly. Ooh. Said this chair raggedy, the screws falling out, and it's creaking. Ooh, this chair is petty, baby. At least the shoe kept it cute. Oh my gosh, chair. Any last words? So the chair saying she and her feelings, and pretty much she needs to just focus on using her intuition because she needs to face the truth. Is that it for the last words? Face the truth, face the truth, face the truth about this love affair and about her not being able to control the messages that's going to be said if she's going to be with this person. So she's going to have to deal with all the stuff in social media, the legal stuff, the baby mama, baby daddy stuff. Like all of this is always going to be mainstream out in the street. And if she's going to be with this person, she gotta deal with all of that. Ooh, wee. Damn. So we gonna let them go ahead on and go so that nobody knows that they left work over at the tour. That way when they get back over there, it'll be like they've been there the whole time. And y'all don't tell nobody that we had employees over here from the show. Yeah, I really hate that I can't play Carisha's song on here right now because I really commend her for doing something different. And the more I think about it, it's got to be a sour note how Cardi's going to feel about this song because this song does everything that Imaginary Players was supposed to do. It has the vibe and the feel that she was reaching for. And that was supposed to be Cardi's rolling out song, her big stepping out song. That was supposed to be like the song that paved the way for the album after Outside didn't do what it did. And like this was supposed to be that big boogie. And then damn, Carisha comes through and gives you the vibe and aesthetic that she was supposed to give and did it with way less budget. No, 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 not the Two Fingers Touching song. She just dropped a whole nother video. Hold on, let me see what it's called. Because it starts off in black and white. You scroll back, see if I can find it. It's called News Flash. And her avatar is in a black and white picture. Said I heard Diggs used to date Barney B and Carisha at the same time. I've heard that rumor. Let's see which Millie we got in here. Um, uh, Millie the Mystic. Hey, beautiful. You've been waiting for me to show up. I'm here. I'm here. Yeah, listen to it. It's actually cute. Like we don't go to Carisha for rap and things that you do with words. It's just okay, she got a look. She's in a pulse, she's in a vibe. Like you don't go to Carisha and the City Girls to say, give me, lyrics. I didn't think her and lyrics would ever know each other in their whole career. I just never expected that. So you got to give props where props are due. I tell you what, I tell you once, I tell you twice, I tell you three times, and we're only in February. If Henny come out and make another terrible song and Carisha bopping through like this, I'ma know something. We hear one more, my man, my man, my man, my baby, my ass cheek. The way I throw it back, I hear one more terrible song structured like that. Don't tell me never, ever, 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 ever again in life that that person can function at a certain level anymore, because you can't be up there with the top girls if you have a pen or not. Because you not going to keep coming out here on that hickory dickory dock. Yeah, I'm not allowing you to say you in the top rap girls, and every time you come out you hit me with that patty cake baker's man. No, no, no. We not having that shit no more. So if you could let Carisha come out here and do this, I bet not hear not one more Doris the Explorer soundtrack samples. It will not be permitted. Carisha has set the bar. Sexy Red, you done got your ass in trouble already. Don't nobody want you say shit about nobody eating nothing. You stay away from all things MJ until 2028. We need a break. 2026 is doing some stuff. When I tell you I couldn't have made this shit up if I tried. You got Tory dropping the best R&B out next to Chris Brown from Prison. He got a budget of 4 ramens, 6 Slim Jims, and a Pepsi. And he's making better music than people that got a deal and a budget. I can't take it. This don't make no sense. This really is the you got it or you don't year. You actually doing that shit or you not. Can't nobody tell me they can't make a decent song after you got Tory making album of the year from one of the worst phone calls you can ever make in life, with all the feedback and everybody in the background. And then here's Carisha actually giving us a very well structured song that help you to tap in and look at her from where she came from to where she at. That tells me more than anything. When Nicki dropped this album, it's gonna be such a void. Jolene drop, ain't nobody gonna care. Like we know you in that list, so I ain't buying your shit. Michael Jordan out here doing the unthinkable, touching little boys at sporting events, and it's supposed to be celebrating. It's like, no, not even rocking your shoes no more. I'll use your shoes to cut my grass. When I tell you, literally, it's only February. And I know I told y'all February is going to be crazy. I know I said it. I blame me. It's literally only February. Said I can't wait for Nicki's album to drop. Lord. Said Nicki and Tori redo after Shooter's remix. Ooh, you said February over next week, child. Listen, I don't even know what to expect in February. March 1st might just show up with some boxing gloves on at this point. You said that album finna be on reply my car. Listen, and you know Nicki about to come out with something that's gonna crash the scene because here it is. All this damn time, we haven't seen a treatment. We haven't heard a song. We don't know a reference to nothing. It feels like at this time it's gonna be an emergency drop. You just gonna wake up and be like, oh my God, she dropped something at, you know, 3:27 in the morning. Oh, 3:27. Cause she ain't giving you nothing. You don't know nothing she doing. And you know it's got to be epic. Just because. Because it's so much activity out here moving around with everybody trying to find their place. Everybody's trying to have a niche before she comes through. You ain't never seen these many people trying to pick a lane and hurry up and find somewhere to sit before somebody enters the room. Said Nikki looked amazing at the crypto conference. Baby, I ain't even see that one. Says she's in her rollout now over there with MAGA. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. This is the bossiest rollout I have ever seen. I have never seen a rollout to where you go out here and you deal with everything but your album. But when your album drops, your album is going to reflect everything that you're doing. That is the ultimate promo. That's right, big difference. Lord have mercy. I feel like being petty today, y'all. I really do. And it's early. So I figure since it's early, I do all the petty stuff first. And I figured let's tap into what life is gonna be like for Cardi after the booty is gone. Since she's going to go get a BBL reduction, let's see what life is gonna be like after she goes to get her ass repurposed. I said I feel like being petty. You said, oh my God. Listen, if she could put that shit out in public, I can read on it. Because I promise you, I laughed for 5 minutes straight when I read it. I said, this can't be right. Let's see what life is like after the booty. Lord, she gonna have to sit that ass down. The hangman. Lord, the irony in that one. After the ass is gone, you're gonna have to sit your ass down. So she's going to have to get her rest, whether she wants to or not. And the reason why is you had a baby, you didn't get much rest. You go on tour, you're not really getting any rest. You do this procedure, you have no choice. Your body is tired. You're going to have to dial it down and sit down. And people around you, they ain't doing you right because they feel very, very deeply about you making this decision, but they ain't saying nothing. I feel like somebody around you needs to say something because you need to be in the best health before you go and get a surgery. And if you're running on fumes right now, physically, it might not be the best time. Yes, Miss Ladon, she said it. She said it's holding her back, it's weighing her down, allegedly. So yeah, it's like, you're worried about your stability, but it's saying that this is an offer that you should refuse. You should wait a little while to heal and to let your body get its proper circulation back after tour. Excuse me. Six of Cups. So it's like I've been done this before. Six of Cups represents the past. Seven of Swords, being sneaky. So I'm gonna have to really preface this with allegedly. But allegedly, she may have snuck before in the past to get some work done when she wasn't considered to be in the best health in the past. She just went to someone different that would still do what she wanted them to do. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. So I suggest she wait and let her circulation get back right. Queen of Cups, they're telling her to use her intuition, but it feels like she hard-headed. She gonna secretly still go and do something. Lord, and it's because she feels out in the cold. She feels rejected because of, what people said about what they saw. So y'all, your words really do affect her. She really does care about what people says. And it looks like because of what people said, according to what they saw at this tour, enough people gave her backlash that it made her rethink the way that her appearance looks, and it matters to her how people think. Not the damn chair and the ass going bone for bone. Lord. Oh God. So we got the death card here and the nine of cups. So in this instance, I'm going to say that her wish fulfillment is for something to come to an end so there can be a new beginning. But overall, the warning is to take care of yourself, because if you keep taking shortcuts, it could really, really, really cost you in the end. So I don't think it's that serious to rush and do something without making sure that you're in the proper health. Because if you just, let's say your circulation is off or your blood pressure is having an issue, it might just be best to wait until your body is better regulated. I'll see what I could pull on Tyra. Because said I'm sure the doctors told her that and she didn't listen. Well, I just hope that no matter what, that she decides to take some time off after touring to relax and to get some rest, because the body needs a certain amount of rest before you do anything. I don't care how big, how small. So after coming off of 33 to 35 dates, however many dates it is, she needs to let her body recuperate, especially being a new mother who just had a baby. So I would tell her to wait possibly 6 to 8 months before she does anything. So that's what it's looking like. Anything less than 6 to 8 months is not a good decision. Yeah, she's very, very stubborn about this. And I do feel that, she may have been rejected. So whoever she wants to go to is It looks like they may not want to do it now, or they may not specialize in how she wants it done. So it looks like she would actually do something in secret so that she can get the results that she wants. So she's very, very hard-headed. You can't tell her no. She's one of those types of people that will barter with you. If you tell her no, it's like she'll find the yeses that you didn't say. That's what this energy feels like. Page of Cups, Knight of Swords. This is telling me that she could go to somebody completely new that she's never gone to before. And it could be something as simple as doing a email to see if something is available. Like, I just happened to find you on the internet. It was like, yeah, why don't you come down, such and so we can do it. So this could be somebody completely different that's never done her work before, that's in another country. Said, where did she say she was going? Colombia. That, yeah, that's what she said. Said she needs to invest in therapy after this tour. Her self-esteem is way too low. Said her team played letting her go out there like that. I feel like, I understand the costume designer has a job to do, and they have to take your visions and bring them to light. Um, I felt like they kind of missed the ball, and the reason why is there's too many different concepts blended together in one show that just don't congeal into a fluid idea. Like, Beyonce fans knew to wear silver, or they wear red and the cowboy stuff because they just knew that was the brand. They knew that was the sound, that was the aesthetic. Um, it's like nothing fits, nothing moves fluently. And I heard this one girl say this earlier, and I wish I could remember her name because I want to give her credit. She said that what they should have used for the direction in the fashion is Bodega Baddie. You should have made everybody dress up as Bodega Baddies, and that would have tied into the song that you have on your album. And everybody gets to wear that street tough girl type clothing, like how they did in the early 2000s, or how New York girls wear going to the bodega. And it would have been something that you could have done for marketing, and it would have trended a lot better. And I said, damn it, that's it. That's it. And the Bodega Baddie, look, the street culture of New York should have reflected with her background dancers, and we should have saw that all tie in together as an aesthetic. And I think that would have worked. But from slide to slide, you don't really know what the concept is supposed to be. You got on dominatrix attire with your ass falling out. You got on robot attire, looking like you're about to go up with Funkadelics in a spaceship. Um, you got on furs. You going up on a riser with feathers and marabou and shit. It's like I don't know from what act to what act what the show actually represents. I don't know the vibe of the show. It's like nothing connects. And then when I see her fans dressed up, I just gotta just sit there with my head cocked to the side and like, damn, they tried. Some of them didn't try hard, but they tried. And then to see you go from being stiff in the chair one night in the all blue to wearing red and falling on your ass and not able to get up. And then to see Offset said that he could barely do his rap because he couldn't concentrate looking at your ass. And we know that Blueface is facetious. So, people could be thinking that he was turned on, but Offset is an ass. I mean, excuse me, not Offset. Where the hell did I get that from? Blueface. My apologies. Offset ain't do shit. Blueface. That's what I meant to say. Blueface said he couldn't say his raps right. I done got Offset convicted this time. He ain't even do shit. I'm sorry, Offset. You got plenty more times to come. You ain't do nothing this time. Blueface said he couldn't concentrate. He couldn't get his rap right looking at her ass. And I'm like, Blueface is an asshole. Like, you would swear he's cracking a joke, but he's really telling you how he feels. He's just being facetious, right? So I'm like, this is the guy who said her twerk wind smells like dead possums. So when he's saying that he can't concentrate looking at her ass, you got to understand what metric is he coming from, because he told us about the dead possums. So you got to know where Jonathan is coming from, because it can be a read. Yeah, y'all laughing, y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all see how he talked to Jaden talking about her little butt job, and he paid for that. He cut right into Jaden like he ain't paid for it. So I was just sitting there like, I'm so glad that the LA leg is doing well and is closing out, because you stay around Blueface too long, ain't no telling what we gonna find out. Blueface got family members that'll swab a baby allegedly and get the DNA and pass it off like a quarterback. Like, you just stay around Blueface too long. We gonna know you, Steph, Offset business, everybody business. Cause baby, Carissa gonna take that content and put it on Six Talk. That toxic backwards app she got, she gonna get that footage and put it on there. And then she gonna be as messy as possible, apologize, and ask, do y'all want to come and sit down with her to hash things out with a mother influence? And I ain't mad at her, because a Leo is supposed to get as much out of the opportunity as they supposed to get. And she's a Leo, so she gonna make sure, even if she insulted your ass, she gonna apologize and then still turn it into content. And if you cuss her out, it don't matter. She's going to go viral. She's going to get paid, and you ain't cussed her out for free. And I'm literally hearing a siren. But I will say this: Blueface and Jaden's little girl is so cute. They showed him with his children backstage, and I said, as crazy as this man is, at least we see him actively with his children. He was at work, had his children backstage, was eating with his children, and then steps away from the children and gives us the most ignorant, heartwarming moment ever, because he's being a great dad with his children, but he doesn't want his children to hear what he's about to say, even though he's playing in our face and telling us that he was distracted while this lady was dancing. Everything that they do can be used for content this way or that way. I actually find it funny. It's like Blueface is taking the space that Ray J had with Love and Hip Hop. Ray J was great television because he was a clown. You just never knew what he was going to say. Blueface is taking that spot. I need Ray to sit down, to heal, and don't you go nowhere else crying blood on people, giving them flowers. Folks feel like you done a ritual on them. They don't know if they gonna be at the Waffle House saying RIP for you tomorrow. Get your health together. Don't be out here no more crying blood tears, passing out no roses. Don't nobody want no bloody ass roses. That was the weirdest shit I ever seen. I'm thinking to myself, if it's a stunt, if this is not real, it ain't nothing funny about it. I can't laugh about this. Like, you look like Carrie, bitch. I didn't know if somebody was dropping pig blood on you from the ceiling. If we were looking at an episode of Blade, somehow the underworld had pulled up, and here come the damn vampires and the lichens. It was just too much. I didn't know if I was supposed to pray for your ass, if I was supposed to rebuke my TV and cut that bitch off. Just don't come out in public no more until you heal. I figure you got enough money to be at home and heal. You got apparatus attached to you, you're bleeding, your heart, it be cutting on and cutting off. Go home, enjoy your children, live your life, and get off that stage. Like, you doing the chitlin circuit shows, like your lights is gonna be cut off tomorrow. Your mama is Brandy Norwood's mama. You got Sonya Norwood. I'm pretty sure Sonya Norwood know you got some money somewhere, because she gonna make sure you make some money to give her some money. So I don't think you about to go broke if you sit out. Yeah, I promise you that damn Ray J at the club for Valentine's Day. I thought that it was Halloween. I was confused. It's like, and who is working with you that's not telling you, bro, you might need to call it. So it comes in eye drops too. So when is Emilio's case? Hold on. Okay, well, with the damn, with the sirens going on out here, it looks like Emilio's case should be saying, let's go any day, allegedly. Goodness gracious, that was a whole lot of. And I think that's appropriate, because Emilio's case is a whole lot of. I told them not to take Emilio to court. I told them if Emilio goes to court, the key words for the year were going to be laundromats and shell companies. What did his lawyer say he filed? 4 shell companies. I would have just went in my titty and gave Emilio that money, like, huh, look, my bad. It's no way in the world I would have wanted to take this far. Matter of fact, while we at it, let me change the day. Let's tap into what's going to happen if they go to court with Emilio. Right now, it's still up in the air. We don't know. We're all sitting back waiting to see what happens. This is just alleged if they go to court. Show me Emilio going to court, please and thank you. Show me Emilio going to court, please and thank you. Okay, so I got this trine like this. So it's not official as of yet that they're going to court, but it was literally turned this way. So it means that they're getting to the point in the negotiation where it appears to be they're possibly 60-40. And it depends on what's going to be the last decision. It feels like this week. So it's a very strong chance, 60-40, that they are going to court as of right now. Okay, so we got the 6 of cups here and the star. Lord, she need to just go ahead and settle and give this man what he wants, because when you got the Six of Cups to the star, it's a wish fulfillment. Also, it talks about more things from the past coming out about the Aquarius. So he has way more dirt on her than she thinks he has. Five of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Lord. He's going to go off into how he was homeless. He ended up with nothing. And then he's going to go off into financial stability. So it really is best for them to just settle, because this could be what you would call a destiny swap reverse, but it's bigger than that, because Emilio was only going to be but so big. He was going to be comfortable. He was going to have a decent life regardless. But this feels like he gets slingshot after this. He's going to get a lot of work. He's going to get, a good amount of money, because it's going to be bigger than just the money that he gets from her, due to Des doing a lot of the emails and the paperwork. So she could end up poor. He could end up with, you know, um, the generational wealth. And literally he could walk in there with next to nothing, facing being homeless, living with a friend right now. That's the way he could walk in, but when he walks out, this is how he'll walk out. So I don't see him losing if they go to court. And it looks like the decision is possibly 60-40 at this moment, that he will have his day in court. Should be decided by the end of this week. Hold on. Um, so he's not having as much I want to say anxiety as what he used to have in the past. He realized he's getting, balanced through a new beginning. He's starting to trust now that this thing is working out. He's still a bottle of nerves, but it's not like, where he can't function. Like before, he was going through it to where even if he wanted to work, he just wasn't in the right place mentally. So he's finally starting to trust the process. He may have not thought that it would have went this far because of who helps Megan, but he's now trusting the process. It's like, wait a minute, I got a really good chance here. It's finally sinking into him that she's not indestructible. Ten of Wands. So this is going to literally bury Megan, not just financially, but career wise, because it's going to make it next to impossible for her to get sponsorships and deals after what he has to say comes out in this court case. And it all has to do with her character and her past. And it will make it really hard to make her marketable through her management company. Queen of Swords, heartbreak. Now, she's gonna really be hurt, because Emilio comes off in like feminine energy. So he would be the Queen of Swords, which means in the upright, he's telling the truth. And that's gonna bring nothing but heartbreak, because it's like you're forcing his hand. So he's gonna tell some things about Megan that are going to be so devastating and so detrimental. People are just gonna be like, I'll be damned. Like they're just gonna be tired, exhausted, like, I can't believe this is a thing. Like, wow, I look at you different type stuff. And I don't feel like this is anything he would have said if he would have just been able to get his money. But here it is. It was conflict in communication. And it's like it's going to move very fast. So I feel like the decision is going to happen this week. And then once they make the decision, it's going to just take off from there. So it's starting to feel like they're going to go to court. They're going to go to trial. But this is the last week, it in my energy that I can feel allegedly, that Megan has to settle this out and not go to court. So she has a 40% chance to be able to settle high and be done with this. If she's not able to get that proper settlement and get them to throw this out the court, it looks like they're going to go to trial. So By this Friday, she should make sure that Emilio is settled. If he's not settled this Friday, we're going to hear about them going to trial. Yep, the Justice card and the Four of Swords. So it's like right now, they're really Megan's team is really, really working to lay this to a rest because they know it needs to be done this week, possibly, to reach like maybe the time limit, the cutoff, allegedly. Queen of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Yeah, this goes to court is going to really, really put a dent in her financial stability. Queen of Pentacles. So she's financially stable right now, enough to get by and do what she needs to do. But that will be laid to rest if this goes to court. She will completely be financially obliterated, allegedly. Ha, you said at this point, Angel, she owe us money. Listen, show me this Five of Pentacles. Show me this Five of Pentacles. Two of Swords, Three of Wands. Like I said, show me the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles talks about poverty, losing everything that you have, feeling ostracized, completely bottoming out, um, bankruptcy, you name it. Two of Swords. That's the cutoff. Three of Wands, opportunities that could be coming in. So she literally could be losing opportunities rapidly and go into poverty before the year is out if she goes to court. Thank you. She's saying for a private reading, if you like to book a reading with me, please email me at angelkissestheoracle@gmail.com. And the 30-minute readings are $44. An hour reading is 88, and ancestry reading is 111, and criminal aid reading is 250. That's the only one I have. That's a 3-hour block of time. And welcome to membership, everybody that just got a free membership. Oh Lord, this is depressing. I want to read this. Feel like my credit score is getting flimsy just looking at this energy. Okay, so the Queen of Cups talks about using your intuition on staying independent. So she wants to stay independent, but it's like it's very, very shaky with her staying independent because it's like nothing is landing right now the way she needs it to. And that also is a part of the financial problem. Um, Bam, 10 of Wands to the Four of Wands. So even though it looks like her and her boyfriend are doing very well in their relationship, it looks like this is going to put a huge complication on the relationship between her and Clay to where this could affect them continuing to be together. Somebody could end up dating someone else, find out someone else has been dating someone else or, trying to kick it with someone else. So, I mean, this feels like he might try to find the back door when she really starts to go through this stuff with Emilio, because this is all going to be reputational risk when it comes to him. Eight of Wands, and it's going to happen very, very swiftly. Ace of Wands, the lawyers are going to be very aggressive with Megan. Megan should have never got on the stand with Milagro because every weakness she had on the stand with Milagro is going to be a pressure point for these lawyers, and they are going to be on her ass like back pockets in this trial because they have studied her answering questions with Milagro, and she was very, very um dry and aggressive at some points. And when they see where the pressure points are, when you get those dry and aggressive answers, That's where they're going to amp it up on her because they've done their behavior analysis. Pardon me. Um, her and lawyers are not going to be good this year. Her being cross examined is going to be a terrible idea. This is going to be all over the media, and it's going to be very, very salacious and toxic because he's going to be talking about the culture of the workspace, how they used to live, the stuff that was going on while he lived and worked with her because he was living in the house with her. And whether y'all remember this or know this or not, Emilio was living with Megan when everything happened between her, Tori, and Kelsey. So this is going to be very interesting what can come out in Emilio's trial that could actually be a boost to Tory because he was there in the middle of everything. This will be all over social media. People will be making their rent money off of this. It will be clipped all across TikTok. This is going to be in shorts. It's going to be commentary. The T channels, the Esquire channels, like people are going to be on Pacer like they were with P Valley. And I feel like they made me say P Valley for a reason. So if the household was anything like P Valley, we're going to know about it. And there's no telling what he recorded, what he took pictures of because they were living together. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and he's telling the truth. Allegedly, according to the cards, he's telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And oh my God, the jump off in the car, Ace of Wands to the Chariot. Those details are going to be very raunchy about what was going on with her and that girl in that car. So that was the reference to P Valley. Nine of Pentacles and the Devil. Honey, if he get to spilling her whole facts during this trial, she will no longer be able to be the independent woman because this is going to get very dark, very chaotic. Allegedly, she could be held responsible or have to explain why she's not responsible for putting her hands on people at work. Talking about things you should do with the door closed during grown up time. It can get very, very interesting if he's forced to have to talk about what was actually happening in the house, let alone what happened in the vehicle. The car is the focal point of the lawsuit, but when they explain the whole entire vibe between them when they lived together, how he got hired, the way that they party is going to put a whole new spin on it. Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot. This is saying right here, had she had just given the money she owed him, he would have been on his way. There would have never been court. We would have never heard the story. This would have never been a thing. He would have never talked about it. This wouldn't even exist. This wouldn't even exist. All she had to do was pay him what she owed him. It would have never been a discussion. But he got cut off from his money, ended up homeless, broke, lost everything, and she skirted off on him and refused to pay him allegedly. So we got the court here and the hermit. So it feels like the court is in like a hiatus, waiting to make the decision. Um, Hermit also goes into further discovery. So they may be waiting to, finish overlooking the evidence that's presented to finalize the decision that they're making because they're they want to be sure that everything is in proper order before they make this final decision so the judge can be very, very particular right now. So if the judge is being very, very particular right now, that's going to be very scary for Megan, because a judge that is being very particular is a judge that is looking for certain activities to be sure that before they make this ruling, that they're prepared for how this drags out. And I do mean drags out. Five of Cups. This is going to lead to heavy regret, okay? Shame, public humiliation that's going to come out through court, because this falls under the Hierophant, King of Swords. His lawyer came to eat. That's all I got to say. His lawyer came to eat. If her team is saying let her cook, his lawyer came to eat. This is not going to be no easy win. And when I say this lawyer is going to eat, they're not ready for what Emilio team has. This lawyer is going to end this whole cycle with her going to jail. This your last week. You need to reconsider, pay this man, be done with it, walk away. Anything your team can cook up, he can eat. This is the one friend you don't want to take to the buffet because you're going to be there all day. This is how the cycle will close if you play with this man. He's surgical. Yeah, and that's where this will end with the Ten of Wands. Unsurmountable burdens, things too heavy for you to carry. It's gonna literally fold the whole infrastructure of your stability, and you possibly getting engaged or married. So if this is around the time that they announce an engagement, this might be literally announced around the engagement, whatever this um, whatever this message is that can come out that can hit Pacer. If she gets engaged, this can come out around the same time. So yeah, this is not. Ooh, I've said it for over a year. Don't take your ass to court. The Chariot and the Two of Pentacles. Listen, this whole case is binged on what happened in this vehicle. 50% of this trial is going to literally be the deal breaker for what the decision is with this case. Depending on how he describes what you did in front of him in this car, describes the type of ending this case is going to have. And if he gets the kind of compassion that I believe he can get, and he describes this, like I said, on the level of P Valley, the way I think he's going to do, they're going to have to really make a precedence to show that women cannot be P. Diddy too. They're going to be running around with Diddy the Stallion. I promise you, Lord. And it's going to happen real quick. I'm telling you, the moment he gets to describing what happened in the car, it's gonna be one of those situations where it's like a standstill, and then it's gonna go downhill, and it's gonna keep going and keep going. It's gonna be like what's that roller coaster, the Demon Drop, where you drop and it's sudden, but you just keep falling and keep falling and keep falling, and you don't know when you're gonna finally hit the bottom. It's like that type of drastic drop, and it depends on how he delivers this story. If he knows how to hold back a certain amount of energy. Okay. Um, and he can give Diane Carroll slash Telemundo, like literally has style and grace and class, but the right amount of tears and hurtness. She's not getting out of this. I promise you. A gay, strong Latino man who's trying to make his way in the industry, young and queer, and being forced into, you know, hetero closet queer behavior. I want y'all to think about this. Listen to the details and don't put no name on it. Think about how people describe going to work for Diddy, and you figure he got a girlfriend and everything is cool, and then you go out for a work event and he do some dude, literally he do some dude in the room with you and you can't get out the room and you didn't know this was going to go down like this. This is how this is going to work out for Emilio, where he, as a gay man, assumes that he's just going to be working for her and she has this appearance of being straight, and he's going to give us all the lesbianics and then talk about how he was in these situations where he was scared to death and didn't know what to do, and he felt uncomfortable as a gay man having femininity forced on him. Y'all, this is gonna be the weirdest backflip you ever seen. This is gonna be the weirdest backflip you ever seen. People are not gonna know how to feel. Crazy, you just said Players Club, and one of the girls from Baddies just did a flip on Players Club, and she got a song called Ronnie, and she got the original Ronnie to be in the video with her, and they both got on the same costumes. Would you say not Lizzo, but skinny? I had to like take a slight commercial break. Oh my God. Like, I mean, y'all, this is going to be hectic for her when they get him to give the description. Because one thing I can tell you about a powerful law firm, when you have a prosecutor who is your lawyer, they're going to really prepare you for, and or they should, I'll say this, they should prepare you for being media savvy, camera ready, and having composure, yet being convincing when you answer questions, because that person being a prosecutor, they know exactly what it takes to nail somebody to the cross. So now here it is, the prosecutor is a defense attorney, which means he knows exactly what the judge is looking for to close this case. So he's only coming down the line with things that are going to put a nail in the coffin, because he's thinking from a prosecutorial mindset. See, she thinking that this man is just thinking a monetary judgment. No, he's looking at how to maximize the monetary judgment by turning it federal. Because once you turn it federal, if you turn over the right amount of information, you got to get that case thrown out, because if it stays on the record, here comes the feds. So this lawyer is playing in a way that I don't think she's ready for. This is about to be one of those situations where it's like, damn, I should have just gave him $15,000 versus damn, they said I got 15 years. Said is Googly Eyes covering the case? That's a good damn question, because Googly Eyes has been quiet since that Friday in that case with Megan and Milagro. When Megan got on the stand and gave us the banana cream pie answer. She ain't said shit since. She didn't know how to spin it. She didn't know what to say. It was like, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna see if anybody noticed. I had someone say this to me in my DM. I didn't get their permission to say their name, but if you're in the chat, please, feel free to say I said it. I had a person bring this up to me in the chat, and they said that Ramadan is right around the corner, and DJ Vlad is a Jew, and he would have to purge himself of all lies before Ramadan. So chances are what he said actually was true, allegedly, because it would be the right time for him to purge his soul and say what he says right before Ramadan so that he doesn't go off into the spiritual time carrying any heavy burdens and blessings before God. So you said it's today. So here it is. Ramadan's kicking off, and then you got Lent right around the corner. You My favorite holiday, Fat Tuesday, and then you going off into, getting ready to get prepared for Easter. This is all the time when you would purge your soul before you go off into this holiest time ever. Ramadan is the practices are studied by Muslim, and they're studied by Ashkenazi Jews. So they both study in that timeline. So I thought that was very interesting that that was said to me, that he could possibly be purging himself before Ramadan, and this would be his way of cutting ties with the devil before going to God. And I thought that was very interesting because I saw it as, something is coming down the pike and you want to get ahead of it before it comes out. But at the same token, you don't want to be guilty. Hold on, I saw you sent me something. Lord, Lord have mercy. I'm getting texts about Christopher Maurice and the baby mama files. I'm gonna get to that in a second, but I want to tap into this on the back end just off of that theory that I was giving, that he could be studying Ramadan and this was him purging his soul before he goes into Ramadan. Okay, Frost, talking about baby, is that you? Who is it supposed to be? So I feel like he's expired when it comes to his relevance in the culture, or the relevance that people allowed him to have in the culture. In my opinion, his time for relevance has expired. But for him to turn around and say, "Oh, this was a joke. I just wanted to put this out here so that people could see how ridiculous this, and this sounds," sir, this is not your culture. You've been allowed into this culture. You're never interviewing people that look like you because nobody will watch. So why would you disrespect the very people who are allowing you to move the way you move today? Lord have mercy. I'm gonna get to that Chris stuff in a second because that's gonna take some. Whew, goodness gracious. But yeah, that's kind of crazy to me, y'all. And I don't understand the black men because it's not too many women that interview with Vlad, but the black men who continue to go on Vlad's show and then turn around and have legal problems. It's like after you see that there's a pattern here, why don't y'all just kind of back up from going over there? Even the reputation of people going over there and catching the case, like that would make me not want to engage. And if I'm not mistaken, like Tony Yayo kicked off his podcast, I would rather, go to Tony Yayo or Angela Yee or somebody like that that doesn't have that reputation at all, where, you can leave their studios and there's not feds taking pictures, or it's not assumed that that would be a thing because they don't get off into that. But let's see if there's anything to him purging his soul before Ramadan. Let's see if there's anything to that. Y'all look at this. The temperance angel balanced through a new beginning after the Seven of Cups, confusion. Trying to consider your options on how you can move forward, getting balanced through a new beginning. Hello in Ethiopia. So this looks like somebody who would be in the energy or the spirit of purging their souls, if you ask me. I have to say it's allegedly, but it's pointing in that direction. The wounded warrior. So this is someone that feels like they've been through a lot and they're finally coming out on the right side of things. From here on, they're going to move forward. So this feels like a burn letter, somebody writing their burn notice. Or what did they used to call it? The burn book. And it's like moving on swiftly and aggressively here from here. And okay, so this makes sense. It feels like he wanted to cut the ties in some kind of way, and he didn't know how to cut the ties. He wants to sever the cord between him and such said company, allegedly. And his way of doing so was to use the Leo. So it doesn't look like he cares about what was said or what wasn't said one way or the other, but he used this person as the platform to severing the cords and the ties between him and that company to move forward because he knows that something is coming. Okay, so Page of Swords. He's sitting back watching with the weight of the world on his shoulders. This did not work out the way he thought it was going to work out. So when everything comes out, he's going to come out and act like he's fake shocked. Yes, I get that. But see, he knows the whole world is watching, and it's like now it's a burden upon him. He didn't expect this to turn into a burden. This was supposed to just simply be able to be pushed off as satire, a joke, but it hit too far home. Three of Pentacles and the Strength. So this feels like he knows all about who's working with Tori or the work that was done together around or surrounding Tori. He seems like he's very aware. The Emperor and the Hangman. So it's like everything as far as how he's going to move forward in the situation is kind of like at a standstill right now. And he knows that sooner or later the other shoe is going to drop. So that's what this is. This is waiting to see how things are going to work out until the other shoe drops. And he knows that the message is going to come out soon about Tori. So he wanted to cut his ties and find a way to separate himself before a message comes out on Tory and they hit this company with the boom. So it feels like he knows that this Tory thing is going to turn around any day. But now that it didn't work out the way he thought it was going to work out, show me his feelings now that it kind of blew up in his face. Two of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Y'all, he worried about being canceled. He's worried about being canceled, and he's also worried about being canceled because information is going to come out between him and this air sign woman. The star is usually in Aquarius. So whoever that Aquarius is, whatever comes out about her and attached to her that could possibly be attached to him, because he figures something's going to come out attached to the situation when it comes to him and the Aquarius. He's worried about being canceled. Two of Swords to the Five of Pentacles. This is literally being cut off and losing everything. His whole infrastructure going up in smoke. So it's in his best interest if the truth never comes out for Tory, because it looks like he has way more information, or he's more in the fold than he appears to be. And if that is remotely true, he stands to lose everything. Now, why would he be against Tory or working with people that could be against Tory is a great question. Let's find out. Ten of Swords, the ultimate betrayal, falling under the Temperance. So betrayed somebody who could get balanced through a beginning, a new beginning rather, attached to either a group that works together hand in hand, or two soulmates. But I feel like this is people who possibly collude together. So you're very, very closely attached to these people who could possibly be colluding and backstabbing Tory when it comes to him getting his balance through a new beginning. There we go. Mercury retrograde must be kicking in early. So y'all, it's that this gives me the same energy as Denzel Washington when he told us he kissed a boy and he liked it, and then he told us that he used that the heroin, but he was not an addict, and he had been doing that for like 20 something, however many years, but he wasn't an addict. This gives me that same energy. So I'm, oh child. Um, Yeah, this feels like he knows that sooner than later something is going to come out. Baby, he just said that last year. He became a pastor in a Kojic church. He says he only has 17 more movies to go. All of this, I don't know why he decided to tell us this, but all of this came out last year. I promise you, look it up. He went ahead and became a Kojic pastor, and he said he only has 17 more movies to do, and he never said who the guy was he kissed. But I was just upset because Denzel, all these years, this you too close to your grave to have told me something like this. I mean, if you did at this point, so like, why are you telling us this? But it feels like Vlad is way closer to this equation than people thinks he is, and he could be tied in directly and indirectly with the people who are involved in this situation, going into the situation and coming out of it. One thing he said that I paid attention to, that most people didn't pay attention to, was he said he had governor's numbers in his phone. And if he needed to call them, then he could call them and get stuff done. Vlad, who the hell is the governor you got in your damn phone? Did you say governor so we wouldn't think of one governor in particular? Because I would be surprised if we just happen to find out that Newski Booski was in your phone, and then you could call him, or more importantly, he can call you and tell you what the narrative is going to be. And then you say what they want you to say, and you run opposition directly for the people who are actually fighting against Tory. I would hate to think that could possibly allegedly be happening. Not you and Gruesome Newsom. And why would it be important that you have governors in your phone? You're a hip hop vlog. What would that matter with you having governors in your phone? Well, we've never saw you do anything political when it comes to rock the vote or anything. I've never seen you a vote or die. I've never seen you campaign for anybody to vote or interview any elected officials or any potential candidates that were running for office. So I'm trying to figure out why you would go out of your way to state that you have governors in your phones. Hmm. You saw those moon cards activated, baby. Listen, we just had a solar flare. Did y'all see that YouTube crash yesterday? YouTube completely crashed yesterday. It went out on all of my phone, all my devices. I'm like, what the hell happened to YouTube? It was out for I want to say about like 20, 25 minutes. And then I was talking to a family member and she had a doctor's visit and she said she got to the doctor's office and all of the equipment at the doctor's office was down. I said, this solar flare is doing her big one. Goodness gracious. Whatever happened with the solar energy yesterday has been messing with all of the fiber optics and the apps. And it made me think, like, if this is what the solar energy is doing, what the hell is this Mercury retrograde about to do? That means this Mercury retrograde is going to have things acting all types of crazy. I don't want to spend over $10 until Mercury retrograde is over because everything will be acting backwards. I said it's them trying to scrub the internet. I promise you, I told my sister that last night. I said, oh, they tried to dump the Epstein files. Because I was on the phone with her. I'm like, I'm scrolling on my TV. Was like, what the hell just happened to my YouTube? So I went ahead and went over to, my Amazon Prime that I paid for and I never watched. And then I realized it was a new episode of Cross, and the man on Cross still bow legged, so I stopped complaining. And then eventually I came back and it was back up, but I had to go through a whole new process to reboot all of my apps and all of my devices, and everything had to be done through QR codes to reset my TV. I'm like, what the hell is happening? You said thankfully. Lord have mercy. That is a nice bow leg man. I don't even know what he'd be talking about. It's like he's intelligent and bow leg. Lord have mercy. You still a cop though. I don't need you to arrest me. But yeah, YouTube literally it did. It disappeared yesterday for probably about 20, 25 minutes. I was like, not my job. I'm supposed to clock in tomorrow. You said yes, you irritated. And I was in the mood to literally do some some deep dives last night and get them up. And I said, I ain't about to do no uploads at all. I'm gonna just go ahead and go to bed because I don't even know if it'll be stuck. I'll just wait. Y'all, this solar and lunar energy right now, if you feel tired, it's not for nothing. It is a lot happening right now in the cosmos. And y'all gonna really see celebrities act a fool. Like at this point, I'm so tired of Clarissa Shields. Like Clarissa Shields finds a new way to embarrass herself in the most Section 8 way possible every freaking week. Like it's no way that Papoose could have came back and said nothing to me after how him and Remy was out gallivanting for Christmas with them damn fur coats. And you out here just still trying to parade this damn man around. And I can't take it no more. It's like between her and Cardi and Stefan, Lord have mercy. Y'all, I think tomorrow morning, if I feel ratchet enough, I'm gonna do Blueface and what's that girl name? Doggone it. I'm seeing her face. What is her name? That's how you know I don't even want to do it. It's Stunner Girl. I think I could do Blueface and Stunner Girl tomorrow if I feel ratchet enough earlier in the day. Cause have mercy, y'all. Why do I think that Blueface will try to get it together at least by 25% to almost be the half decent man that he could almost be for Stunner Girl? Somebody that is hell bent and set to not being shit the whole rest of her life. Like, I mean, I know it's somebody for everybody, but when I tell you Stunner Girl is walking karma, I gotta prepare myself because that's gonna be a pitiful reading. It's gonna be pitifully hilarious. Who have mercy, y'all? And shout out to everybody that was in allegedly. Well, we might as well call it allegedly Monday, where we tapped in the tarot class and we did T.S. Madison. And we talked about T.S. Madison and these legal troubles coming up with all these friends that's doing fraud. And baby, would you look at here? Another friend got caught up in another type of alleged fraud. We just tapped into this on Monday in tarot class. I said, child, you got a friend that's caught with nonprofit fraud, and y'all got a nonprofit together. Now you got another friend that just caught up in fraud, and this is all the same week. Child, when I say 2026 coming in just punching people in the face, whoo, Lord, I don't even know what I'm about to do next because it's like everybody, I don't care what level they're in 2026 in some type of way is ratchet. Like we've never seen the government this, just out in the middle of the street. We got government agencies, not just officials, government agencies clapping back, literally playing the dozens like they eat now later sitting outside the damn liquor store. I don't even understand what part of 2020, Lord, I just added another 20 in there. 2026. What part of 2026 are we on? Because I don't have the cliff notes anymore. I think I got this, like a table of contents. I at least got a table of contents, but I don't have the cliff notes. What is happening? And did y'all see y'all president today get that kiss from grandma and talk about Onika? Lord have mercy, he got him some brown sugar. We're talking about his brown sugar. You couldn't have saw Trump so damn excited. He looked so happy. He looked like grandma was making him a peach cobbler just for him and nobody else could have none. I ain't never seen nobody so damn happy to get love from grandma. But then he got to talking about Nikki and her nails and were they real? And I mean, oh, he gushed. Oh, he gushed. I told y'all he loved him some Nikki. Like, you know how powerful that is? That the leader of the free world, the president of the United States of America, is a barb and proud of it? You know what type of pull you got? And people sitting up here calling her a coon. And literally, the president is like, oh my God, I met Nikki. Oh my God, she's so gorgeous. You won't believe it. I mean, she's that girl. That's the way he was up on that platform. Oh my God. Yes, he called her Olivia Pope. And we already know she has that whole thing where she says, you reap what you sow, better get a seamstress. So, as far as I'm concerned, Donald Jaquavius Trump just called Nicki Minaj the seamstress. It don't get no better than that. He literally co signed her as the seamstress. Yeah, I gotta download both of those videos just in case they reset the internet again and try to wipe these moments out. You said you know you stuck in a moment. I know you lying to right now. Listen, I said, hold on. Like, I mean, he gushed and gushed and gushed until he was blushing. It was a nice shade of pink. It was too cute. He said, Grandma said he tell it like it is, just like I do. I said, now what the hell is going on? He ain't have to tell you if you didn't vote for him, you wasn't black, and show up to your house with watermelon and chicken and hot sauce like somebody else did that we gonna act like we don't remember. Yeah, he turned pink talking about her. Said the Barb noticed how Nikki is not late to these events no more now that she's got the Republicans on her side. She ain't gotta be so paranoid or as paranoid. Um, I mean, she's always gonna have her head on the swivel, and that's to be expected. But it's just good to see someone support her with the velocity that the RNC has had because I mean, just the fact that it's always someone in a high level of government on the Republican side that is on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And the moment that something is said, they're in real time. When I saw Alex B make that comment to clap back at Vlad, when Vlad said that President Trump was allegedly paid off so that Tory couldn't get out of jail. And then here it is, Alex B claps back and was like, I don't know nothing about none of what you're talking about when it gets to Trump, though. This is a federal case. Trump couldn't pardon him, but Newsom could. Now, to ask yourself the question pretty much, why hasn't Newsom done it? And that goes back to if anybody may have allegedly possibly been paid off, it makes you think, well, damn, was Newsom paid off? Is it possible that they could get close enough to someone like Newsom and throw him the right price? Like, is the circle that close? Is it that tight? Like, that was a hell of an interesting exchange because after that, everyone said nothing else about it. And that let me know we might look, need to look a little closer into what's actually being said because even though he's talking about he's joking, pardon me, y'all. Ooh. So even though he's talking about he's joking, to at the president or hashtag the president in such a controversial statement when you have his type of voice in social media is very risky if you're not waving some kind of flag here to where you're saying, hey, even though I'm saying satire, you need to look into A, B, C, D, and G. It's like saying how you really feel and then saying allegedly. And you know, if you use the biggest name on the pile, which would be the president's name, somebody's going to have to look at it to see if it is allegedly. I heard Drake started following the Republican Party. I told you it was going to get real interesting with the RNC, and you were going to see the RNC and the DNC battling each other through pop culture, which is going to be really, really interesting because it's one of those things to where it's like now you're going to see how entwined the whole situation is with Hollywood, how close everybody goes together just like this. Excuse me. It to me it's exposing how close the relationships have been the whole time. How long have you all been in each other's phone numbers, in each other's call logs? How long have you been in each other's emails? How many years have you had these relationships? Now it's time to drop those receipts on how everybody actually knows everybody. Y'all give me one second. Let me go find a cough drop. Ooh, no, my throat just started getting dry. Yeah, it's about to get really, really hectic. And it's crazy. This type of energy came off of that, if they were go to court for Emilio. So this is telling you like how the information could start to keep pouring out and pouring out and pouring out because we're going to see that many more people associated with one another where we're going to have to question, well, how long have you known this person or how long have you been associated? We're about to see some very interesting things come out about people that shouldn't be attached to each other at all. Because think about it. How long ago was it that the Barbs and the Umbrellas had found that Newsom had been tweeting Rock Nation congratulating them for their prison reform efforts? And that wasn't something that was widely known to the public at the time. And I still think a lot of people in the public don't know about those messages that were back and forth when it was Twitter at the time, right before all of this started hitting the fan. So shout out to the Umbrellas and the Barbs, the new group y'all made, the Barbrellas, because y'all found those correspondence when nobody had thought to tie that shit together. And like people were screenshotting and resharing. It was like, what's going on with these tweets that y'all are talking about prison reform? And you're getting these, public messages when y'all not even supposed to be, you know, associated. Or at least we didn't know that there was some kind of, you know, um, possible legal affiliation at all. Lord, I see y'all still talking about Christopher Marie's baby mamas. Lord, my phone is blowing up. Oh shit. Now I'm messing around with someone that Chris is cool with that be at his house. I think that and the cough drop kicked in at the same damn time. Sheesh. This why there's so many damn germs going around. Too many people doing slick shit, sad shit, foul shit. When you're at people's houses and you deal with the people that they deal with and you're in their houses, that's a different type of disrespect. If you're gonna be a sad hoe outside. Don't be a sad hoe that's in houses, in personal spaces, in people's faces. Cause that's how people try to figure out if they got enough bail money. Cause it don't even be about the person no more. It's about the fact that you're all up in my personal space playing with me. Who, Lord, why people got to do this? Kelly Price, he was a friend of mine. She was a friend of mine. Let me change the deck, Lord. Mm-mm. Christopher Maurice finally stopped going to jail, and y'all want to do stuff like this. Y'all wait till he get the angel numbers and trying to be the best that he can be to try this. Since we got Mardi Gras coming up soon, and your baby mama acting a clown plum ass fool right now because she acting like she needs somebody to throw some beads at her. Because she might mess around and make Chris be ornery as hell. So hold on. I'm gonna wear some beads for her. That way she ain't got to be out here showing her ass and her titties all across the internet. I'm gonna wear the beads for you. Don't show nothing else right now. Cause to be telling that on the internet and you ain't never said nothing to him, I don't know what you trying to do, but you can mess around and make it a second line. Chris, don't have no second line situations. That's all I'm saying. Here, Redskin, these are always on my table. It don't matter when Mardi Gras is. What y'all can't see behind the scenes is I always got a set of beads. I'm always celebrating Fat Tuesday, and I always got a set of beads. So let's see what's going on with his friend that the alleged baby mama said is cutting up inside and outside of his house. Jump in, jump out, jump side to side. Lord, show me this. He was a friend of his. Show me the friend. Okay, high level secret that was never supposed to get out. The high priestess goes to the tower. She done shook the table in a way that we might see him go Christopher Maurice. I don't want him to go Christopher Maurice. He has been loving light Maurice. He been, kissing babies and slapping asses all across tour for 11/11. Why would you say this outside? King of Pentacles. So he would represent the King of Pentacles because he is a Taurus and he's been working on developing himself to be the best version if he can be, as far as who he is today. And he's a financial provider. He likes to take care of the people around him. Ace of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So y'all, she ain't ran out of steam. She ain't ran out of gas. She's got a lot more to tell about whatever she thinks is going on with everybody's love life. She definitely gonna make sure that we know that, she's not allowed to have a life. She's not allowed to have a boyfriend, but he takes good care of her. That's going to be the focal point of everything she says if you pay attention to the way that she says what she says. I can't have a man, I can't do this, I can't do that, but he makes sure I get everything I need. I don't need a man financially because he takes care of what I need. Page of Wands, she's gonna make him go in a new direction. He's gonna choose to leave her alone. So whatever it is that he possibly does for her, she's never gonna get it the same way again. Yep, the Tower. She done tow her ass. The Hermit. Baby, pack it up. Pack it up. You'll be the only baby mama that can't call and get what you want from here on out. You're gonna get exactly what you need, and that's it. Eight of Pentacles. You might be, you say the wrong thing, which you probably already did because I didn't read all of it. You're gonna have to mess around and get a job, and you're gonna be in despair, stressed out, can't sleep right because you'll be doing doubles and working like a regular damn bitch on the chain gang because he does a lot for you that he doesn't have to do. And when he don't do all that stuff that he does for you, you're going to see how much he actually finances your life. Don't tell me you're going to mess around like April and have to go back to work. You're going to be like a Marion's baby mama, allegedly. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so she's saying that, this relationship is like her soulmate. I guess that's whoever she's talking to. But if this is your soulmate, why is the hand that's receiving the money going in a different direction? So you're over here in love, but your hand is out over here, allegedly. Sound like Chris finance your life with somebody that don't have it like that. And if he stopped financing your life, you could be with whoever it is that you want to be with, but y'all ain't gonna have it like that. Y'all gotta live off of whatever it is that you can produce together. Judgment. Eight of Swords. So she could be very, very heavy up in her head about how things can work out in court. If this has to go back before the court and they have to go and renegotiate the terms and conditions for child support, it may not work out in her favor the way that she wants it to because things could end up being reduced. So just imagine, let's say she gets a couple $100,000 a month, to do whatever it is she wants to do. It could literally go back down to like maybe, 5 to 10,000, which is not hard, not bad to live off of at all. But it depends on the type of life you have, the type of lifestyle you have. I mean, of course, I believe he would possibly pay for his child's education, things like that. But it would be that extra money she need to play around with that could really, really be tied up. You won't have that let's go shopping for random shit money. You said I'm screaming because the girlfriend did say Chris finances the girl's life. Oh wow. See, I haven't even read all of that. Like I'm trying to skim through it in my phone because it was getting sent to me while I was talking to y'all. So yeah, I think she done screwed herself because if he stopped financing her life, like I said, she can be with whoever she want to be with, but it looks like whoever she wants to be with don't have that motion. So he could be the love of her life and appear to be like a bum. And here it is, Chris make her and the bum look good. So now if it's just you and old boy, I don't know him, but it just, by example, let's say y'all gotta use whatever you got left in that bank account to do what y'all got to do. It just don't seem like things are going to move swiftly and accordingly because I haven't seen a pentacle card out here yet as far as starting a new business or her being good with money. So I don't think she'll make it long if Chris cuts her off because I don't see her being good with money. Yeah, it baby looks like the wish fulfillment is that now it's like, oh, I'm on you. I'm on you. Oh, okay. Well, watch this. I'm about to cut you off there. I'm gonna show you what it's like for me to not be on you. So, Lord, she could find out that she goes to use a card, and that card has been turned off by you know the authorization of the account holder. So let's say she got a black card or something for his baby mamas. All of them get a certain budget they can spend on the black cards or whatever. It's like hers just gone. It's done. Seven of Pentacles. And see, it's like she's investing into, and this is what this feels like, y'all. It's like Chris is investing in her and she's investing into another man. Not the man is also investing in her, taking care of her, but Chris is investing in her, and Seven of Pentacles, she's investing in another man. And look at this, y'all. I can't make this up. King of Pentacles came out first, Seven of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is investing in the woman. As you can see, she gets to pluck off the money she wants from the tree. And then she gets to go over here to the King of Cups that ain't nobody supposed to know that she talking to and invest in him. So if that is by any chance the guy who hangs out his house, so y'all, I can't. My head is spinning. Hold on. If the guy she's trying to invest in is somebody that kick it with Chris, that be around Chris and ain't got no motion, but he kick it with Chris, and you taking money that you get from Chris to give back to somebody that kicks it with Chris, bitch, I'm done. I'm done. Said not her excuses is that she knew the guy before she got pregnant with Chris. Doesn't matter if the guy has been smiling in Chris' face. I mean, the guy on the outside, I ain't mad at him because I mean he macking and pimping on both ends. He trying to hang out with Chris to get what he can get out of Chris directly, but he found the Trojan horse back door way of getting into Chris' pocket, which is to pimp a butterfly, do anything for daddy, go out and get it and bring it back. Damn. That guy gotta be from Cali, cause that's some slick ass pimp shit for real. If he ain't from Cali, he from 7 Mile. Cause if that ain't some get you on the front end and on the back end. Ace of Cups. Ten of Wands. So Chris looking at it like showing you love ain't nothing but a burden. I was looking out for you and you brought me heartbreak. So he looking out at the both of them like y'all trash. I was showing y'all both love. I was spending money in both y'all direction, looking out for both of y'all. You supposed to be my friend. You supposed to be my, how they talk on the street. And both of y'all going back behind my back and y'all smashing and I'm breaking bread and being cool with the both of y'all and y'all playing in my face. Ooh. Ooh, Chris, make some music about it. Make a disrespectful dance track where both of them ain't loyal. Cause damn it, this is these hoes ain't loyal 2.0. We need a remix. Can y'all imagine these hoes ain't loyal 2026? Put your hands up in the chat if you want to hear these loyal. Can't even say it. If you want to hear these hoes ain't loyal, 2026. Put some hands up in the chat. I couldn't even say it. Ooh, damn. Could you imagine the concept of that video? Where you put a GoPro on the both of them and watch both of their day, how everything is supposed to be unsuspecting, and this one go this way and this one go that way, and the GoPro shows how they meet up in the middle and do all type of weird shit behind your back and you don't know. That'd be crazy. Mm. He would out Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige. But as far as baby mama is concerned, you got the world card under the page of wands. So she hit the jackpot of bitch, I'm straight on you. Because one thing about an earth sign, they may be very, very slow to make up their mind about how they want to move. And they don't care about how toxic you are if they're attached to you. But when they're finally tired of you and they're tired of your shit, they are done for good. It is nothing you can do to come back to an earth sign. And literally, this is showing me Page of Wands going in a new direction, ending this cycle. Baby, she can't ask him for re-chewed bubble gum at this point. 3-day old refried beans. She can't even ask for it. That's crazy. Damn. 8 of Swords. The Tower, 8 of Swords. It's like heavy in your head. Just being a slave of your thoughts, can't believe what's coming out. And it's like the Tower would be, it's like, can't go to jail. Cutting this situation off because you can't go to jail. Y'all not about to have me go to jail. I got too much to lose. I ain't going to jail for y'all. That's why I say, Chris, put it to some music. Make one of the biggest hits of the year and put it to some music. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. So from here on out, it's like her running her mouth. She gonna have to keep on running her mouth as far as like if she can do vlogs or something. She gonna have to figure out something to do for work for financial stability. And it's like this chick just keep being stubborn. But it feel like whoever this dude is, he deep in his feelings about her saying whatever she said because he don't talk about nothing. So it's like, wait a minute. I wasn't gonna never mention this shit, or why are you mentioning me? I can't believe that you dragged me into this. So it felt like he was never gonna say anything, and he's deep in his feelings that she threw him out in the middle of the street and put his business out there, or what could be his business. So you got Temperance, y'all. She, this baby mama gonna look real, real bad because of Chris cut her off and she have to work for a living. She's literally going to be trying to beg her way into having balance through a new beginning, having a new relationship with him, trying to find a way to work it out because she's not going to expect for him to cut off all the amenities and her having to have to go back to work. Like this is going to really, really, shake the table for her because at this point, um, it's gonna damn near be like having a regular baby daddy. She ain't gonna be able to call him to ask him for nothing. If it ain't got nothing to do with the baby, it's a wrap. And even with that, call my peoples, call my accountant, call my mama. Don't call me. I ain't got nothing to say to you. The hermit, he's shutting her out. King of Cups. So you can't say nothing to me from here on out. I'm done with you. I'm straight. I'm straight. You can speak to my mama and you can speak to the accountant. Outside of that, You can't get nothing else, and I don't have nothing to say to you. So she hurt him deep with this one. It's like you should have watched your mouth. And see, here's the bigger picture for me that I don't understand, because why play yourself like this when somebody is making it easy for you to live? They making your life better, not the other way around. Like they could take it or leave it, whether they deal with you or not, because dealing with you ain't doing nothing for them. They're looking out for you. So I don't think she understood the dynamics of this relationship. Just because you have a baby with him doesn't mean you have control of him. He can still go out here and do what it is that he wants to do, what he needs to do, and just handle whatever the bare necessities are with you, and that's gonna be that. And if it gotta go through the court, then it go through the court, and I ain't gotta talk to you. I ain't gotta be bothered with you. You speak to the essential people, and that's it. You ain't gonna be on my phone. You ain't gonna be around me. You ain't gonna be around my people. Any people I find out that affiliate with you, I'm straight on them. So she just made this real stiff for herself. And I feel like he's not the type that is hard to deal with when it comes to you needing something for the baby. So she could have worked this out with him in a better way. Don't get me wrong, baby mama, baby daddy shit, you co-parent, you gotta just go for the best, okay? Not nobody doing no silly stuff that they ain't gotta do, like still messing around or anything like that, crossing the wires, but just show each other as much respect and compassion as you can show each other, and stay out of each other's way, stay out of each other's business. If it don't affect the baby, it shouldn't matter. She's gonna figure this out the hard way. I mean, the super hard way, because there's no way to take back the things that she said when she's not mad. And see, this is where she's messing up, because that I was mad, I felt some type of way. You feeling some type of way is gonna have you living some type of way, and you're not gonna be happy. Yeah, Five of Swords, conflict and communication, argumentative. He's going to make it to where she's not able to speak on him anymore. She won't be able to say anything conflicting and disrespectful. So expect her to have to sign an NDA where she can no longer speak on him. And that feels like that's going to be his wish fulfillment. Like, I don't think she sees this coming. He's gonna have his lawyer draft something up, send it to her through, the lawyer's office. And, they're gonna have to renegotiate the terms and conditions of everything that they do. And there's gonna be a NDA that it looks like she's gonna have to sign. And from here on out, she's not gonna be able to speak about him at all. And it feels like she's the only baby mama that's gonna have to go through this. But he's considering how to deal with people, because he doesn't want to put people in these positions. But you got to do what you got to do to preserve your brand. You're a public figure. Yeah, Two of Swords, Eight of Cups, King of Cups. That's it. So the message is repeating itself. I'm gonna leave it at that. Looks like she completely ruined their parenthood relationship as co-parents. She's gonna try to get back in with him so that they can work this out. But it feels like he's done with her and her shenanigans. She finally took it too far. I don't blame him, said Chris wants his piece. To me, I actually think this is the right way to handle it, because anything other than that is going to go back to the narrative of Chris is violent. Chris can't get along with women. Chris is dangerous. So if he does it this way, it kind of falls off the wayside, because there's nothing else that she can say. And eventually everybody forgets it. Damn, here it come from. Excuse me, y'all. There it is. I'm trying to figure out where the hair is on my face. Yeah, so this way, he doesn't bicker back and forth. He doesn't look argumentative, like he has anger management problems. He lets the lawyers deal with it, and she can no longer say anything about him, and they can control if she tries to monetize off of his image, especially if she's trying to monetize off of his image through, negative means by saying dark things that aren't true. Would you say don't shit where you eat? I 1000% agree with you. It's crazy that she even pushed this far, because here's my thing. If me and you deal with each other and we decide that it didn't work, you go your way and I go my way. If you decide to have a child with somebody else after me and you don't work out, and I'm not saying this is somebody that, me and you were together and you cheated with this person and lied about it and all that type of stuff. But just simply, I'm done with you, you're done with me, and all we're doing is co parenting. We have decided from here on out there's nothing between us. It's not my business what you doing with the next person. So for her to get to talking about it could be another baby on the way and this, that, and the other, why are you worried about that? It shouldn't make you not a bit of difference as long as whatever you get for your child shows up when it shows up, and that the both of you are able to do what you have to do for your child. However many, whoever many else out there that he deals with, that shouldn't even be your problem. I couldn't understand why she would even go off into that. This ain't no dude that, he have another baby, your baby is not going to be taken care of. You can't get diapers. This is not that situation. You got a baby by Chris, that baby's going to be well taken care of. So it's not a point to where you have to bring up the next woman. Like that just makes no sense to me for, her to bring up the next woman when the next woman had nothing to do with how they work together. You and him done. So if y'all done, he should be able to go do whatever he wants to do. And also, just the last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm done. Um, that makes me feel like she shouldn't be, trusted with the other children because they have other mothers. Because when somebody acts up and starts to do the most like that and the baby ain't even here yet, that's somebody who could possibly make differences with the children. And at the end of the day, I don't feel like you should ever make differences of the children. I don't care how many different parents are involved, because the children didn't ask to be here. Even if y'all do end up together through a Jerry Springer situation, the children still don't ask to be here. So to think about your child got to grow up one day and look back at how you crashed out across the internet and all the things you said, that doesn't just affect the father, that affects your child too. It amazes me that these people never cease to think about how their child is going to look at this as they grow up and how they're going to feel about the things that's being said. So yeah, I definitely, if I was Chris, I would definitely go through with doing that paperwork. You can't speak about me, you can't speak about my children, anything that has to do with the inner workings of the privacy of the family. I'd make her sign that paperwork because she's doing way too much. The second one, second baby mama was talking shit about the third baby mama in a group fan chat. Lord, these folks do too much for the internet. I don't understand that. Y'all get to live a very comfortable, how do I say this? Opulent life. Like you got the kind of baby daddy that could throw you a couple of extra dollars to open up a business or to go back to college and get a degree and change your tax bracket. It's too many other things to think about to make sure that your life is in order the way it needs to be without worrying about if he got another baby mama. See, they worried about if he got a baby mama. I would be that baby mama that would be thinking about, okay, I need a master's degree and 100,000 to start a business. See, y'all trying to go on vacations and take nasty pictures out in Greece somewhere and say that the vacation was $1 million. No, no, no. Give me that $1 million so I can go to school, I can pay off a house, and I can start a business. Now, with next baby mama, when the baton get passed to you supposed to hit that lick and where's your damn degree, your house, your business? Y'all get a baby daddy like that and y'all don't end up doing something with your life, I'm going to start thinking you slow. Everything cannot be the equivalent of give me this expensive handbag that I ain't going to be able to wear from year to year because it's going to be out of season and I won't have any money to put in it. Now, I don't see Chris going broke, but the way music is going nowadays, my game plan would be to set my life up so that me and my baby would be good just in case your career hit a brick wall and you don't make as much as you used to. That way, if all of us got to take a pay cut, it don't even matter because we situated over here. Like, can any of the baby mamas do that? Like that drives me up a wall just thinking about y'all just all y'all care about is gossiping and bullshit. You could be hitting the lottery of life right now. I hope some of Stefan baby mamas is listening because y'all better make sure y'all shit together because maybe in the next 4 5 years ain't gonna telling how his money gonna look and all of y'all gonna end up getting 35 cents a piece. I don't understand how these baby mamas do. Y'all better get like Federline. Federline knocked the bottom out the baby daddy lottery. He became a baby daddy. He stood back. He watched everybody drive his baby mama crazy. Then he came over and got the babies, and she had to pay him a child support so big that doctors and CEOs made less money than him, and he got to do it for the next 18 years. And if he was smart enough, he could convince his children to go to school until they 25 and they keep getting support until they 25 years old. See, why can't the baby mamas do like Federline? Like Federline gave y'all the game. Now I kind of think it fell into his lap, but shit, whether it fell into his lap or not, he knew what to do with it. And we ain't hear him say nothing about none of Brittany boyfriends. He got his damn hush money and he shut his ass up. And you know who was a silent winner to all that bullshit? Don't forget his first baby mama. The one that was 9 months pregnant when he went to go be with Brittany. Shar Jackson quietly pimped the butterfly. Okay? Because when he was getting that $380,000 a month, think about he had to go in that $380,000 a month and then pay her child support for the children that he left behind with her to go to Brittany. So Brittany kept the power on in everybody's house. Shar Jackson did she got so much out of child support by the third string that she ain't even had to come out here and pretend like she wanted to do a movie. Shar Jackson made it work. We seen Shar Jackson outside since Moesha, what, 2 3 times? You said Shar Jackson still wear the colored contacts, baby. She probably got a stock up on them to last her for 10 years. Now, when I tell you that's the craziest damn heist, That baby daddy wins so good off of Brittany, that husband, excuse me, let me give him the proper name. He became a husband and then became an ex-husband and won the baby daddy lottery, and he still got a settlement to walk away. I need the baby mamas to start paying attention. Take y'all lump sums and start thinking about some businesses. Get you some real estate so that when your time slows down, you can continue generational wealth. Because I promise you, these damn Instagram cute vacations ain't worth a damn unless you can make more going on a vacation as a personality, and then you can monetize everything through all your social media. If you're not doing all of that, you need to just take your money and be quiet and just go the fuck on. Cause I can't see why you can't be petty, quiet, and peaceful with your money by the pool, getting a tan, drinking margaritas and mimosas while your child is at school. And if you get too lit, whoever your damn person is that works at the house, your nanny or somebody, because all of y'all got a damn nanny damn near. Have the nanny to go pick the child up from school because you need to take a nap, aka daytime happy hour, daytime brunch ran a little late. Y'all don't know how to be wealthy, right? Y'all better start learning like those people out there in Beverly Hills. They've been wealthy all this time and been at happy hour probably 35 years. All they got to do is get up, stay dressed, wear rich lady cologne, make sure that they keep their hair with the right body and curl, and just be wealthy for no reason. Like, how hard is it going to be for y'all to just be rich baby mamas and peaceful at the same time? Yeah, I don't get it. I ain't even got to be with you no more, and you just gonna take care of everything. I be saying nothing. You said back. Said Kelly Clarkson ex-husband got paid too. Baby, so did Adele's husband. Lord, Adele's husband got down so good. I said, have mercy. What the hell type of damn razzle dazzle did your husband pull? You almost had a damn snapped episode. He did the Ken Do Isaac on steroids. Not that's all I'm trying to do. I'm done. I ain't telling nobody go out there and rip nobody off. I'm just saying if there's an opportunity here, don't squander the opportunity. I'm pretty sure that a dude like Chris would be more than happy to send you to school and to make sure your life is structured so that when you get to a certain point, you can be good. You could take care of your own shit. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind that. I think the wrong people be running across the wrong people. I just think that's what that is. Cause baby, I be so damn quiet and out the damn way. Long as you ain't disrespecting me and you leave me be, I'd be over here minding my business. You have to call me to see if something going on. Said I do what I love, helping others with financial literacy with kids in foster care. This has always been my lane because that's where I come from. I'm excited about the next steps in my life. I mean, I don't get it. It's just weird. It's like take that opportunity to win and maximize it, and you ain't got to do all that other stuff. That's just in my opinion. I don't even know what else to touch on tonight, y'all, because it's so much going on at the same time. Goodness gracious. Said Adele husband made me feel like I owe him alimony. Baby, I ain't even want to listen to Adele music for about a good 2, 3 weeks. I ain't even want him to pull up on me. You ain't never lied. Who was her husband's lawyer? Because if that wasn't the real trap star, her Adele's husband lawyer needs to be studied. Because I mean, that was the wildest divorce settlement I have seen in all of my life. And it didn't seem like it took that long either. But I will say this, Adele has that buying power. She has that ability because she took her ass right back out there, got skinny, got her the UK version of Jay Z, and said, I'm going to be Beyonce 2.0 for Europe, but not married. And she made that money right back. Said Adele's husband was a at home dad. Well, baby, he definitely can stay his ass at home now. I tell you that. Sugar, woo, he ain't never got to that. Now, if Federline needs somebody to look up to, we know who he gonna look up to. He looking up to Adele husband. Like, damn it, that's the lifestyle plan. I only did up until middle age plan. Now I'm middle age. I gotta hope I invested right. Sheesh. They can't never say there ain't no women out here that haven't had to pay the cost for being big mama. Cause shit, Halle Berry too. Every time Halle Berry get married, Halle Berry got to pay somebody. But she get married, have a baby, everybody win but Halle Berry. I don't know. Our sis Halle Berry might need to just date for the rest of her life and not sign that paper no more. Cause they be tearing Halle ass up with them judgments. I don't know about her being with Akon brother. That's Tracy Ellis Ross that's been with Akon brother. I want to say Halle Berry is with this singer named Van Hunt. He made this song called "Right Here in Hell with You." But yeah, Tracy Ellis Ross is the one that's been off and on with Akon brother as far as I can remember. Said I think Halle Berry about to get married again. She bet not. It don't be working for her. I be nervous for her bank account every time she get married. Said didn't she just get married again like a few weeks ago? I don't even know about that. I know she been with Van Hunt for the last few years. Okay, so yeah, it is Van Hunt. Wow. Baby, I already touched in the how Tina feel um beforehand. Said go back to Eric. Baby, she can't go back to Eric. Eric been married to somebody else for years. He ain't thinking about her. Would you say he proposed to her and she said no allegedly? Oh. I don't think did J Lo actually get a divorce? Talking about J Lo better not get married again. Oh Lord. What the hell Foxy Brown do? Oh, freshman class of 1996. Oh, that's funny. She got her and Jay Z from freshman class double XL 1996 shared on her page. Oh, shoot. That's when they put out the song for the Nutty Professor. What, Foxy, what be going on with you from week to week? Foxy is a pendulum, y'all. I'm going to make Foxy my last tap in for the night. And then I'm going to get me some rest because I've had a long day. Whoo, y'all. Let's see what Foxy's energy is going to be like between now and fall since the Keefe D trial is coming up. Because we're getting really, really close to them possibly bringing Foxy out for trial to testify. And they feel like she could be a key witness, but let's see how this is going to go. Because her putting up that picture of her and Jay-Z as 96 freshman class, that feels very, very interesting to me that she would want to remind somebody that they go way back in these types of situations right now. Why is she reminding him that they go way back? Or why is she reminding us that he goes way back? Knight of Wands, Two of Wands. So this feels like somebody been flighty. Somebody been in and out with her. They've been choosing to deal with her sparingly, allegedly. Yeah, yeah, okay. Five of Pentacles, feeling ostracized, feeling broken or possibly financially broke, feeling betrayed. Oh shit. What's Foxy saying, y'all? I can't remember what her sign is. Anybody know what her sun sign is? Because I want to see if I'm looking at it. She's a Virgo. Okay. Um, Now this could just be the energy she's in, but at the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands, which is a public figure. So if we're looking at her being in the freshman class for 1996, it's like she's saying she was that bitch. She was getting a lot of money, 10 of Pentacles. This was like a really, really great time for her and him. It was like, ain't no me without you, ain't no you without me. So it feels like she's trying to remind him of the nostalgia, the history between them, feeling shut out, feeling betrayed. Uh-oh, hold on. Like I'm still standing up for you. I still got much love for you. Um, but it still feels like she's trying to remind him that she still has this loyalty, but it feels like she's already shut out. Like he's not being loyal to her, but she's letting him know that she's loyal to him. She's going to keep holding him down. She's still going to stand up for him. Judgment. Something is about to change everything, and I feel like someone is going in a new direction to escape judgment. So it feels like this could blow up in somebody's face. I don't know if it's Foxy, I don't know if it's Jay. It could be, some of both, because it feels like there's a situation due to a judgment where somebody's going to have to go in a different direction, if not both of them. Okay, so everybody's forced to go in a different direction attached to a judgment. Oh yeah, somebody's about to be fully exposed. They thought they had happier times, but somebody's about to be fully exposed. Six of Swords is going to get toxic and chaotic. She's going to have to leave Jay behind. So Jay is going to be facing more exposure, and this time he's going to be fully exposed for some really dark, toxic things, allegedly. And she's going to have to save her reputation and move forward and leave him alone. But at the same token, it feels like moving forward and leaving him alone is going to put her in a financial, um, like huge financial restriction. Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So she's been able to be financially stable for a while, but it's like things are changing rapidly. and her financial stability could change rapidly depending on how things are handled. Yeah, things are going to move really, really fast. And she's trying to secure, what looks like, financial stability or continue financial stability. She also wants him to know that she's going to stay down for him. It's like, she's letting them know, like, look, I got your back, just keep taking care of me. I need you to promise you're going to continue to take care of me. I'm not going to switch up on you, but I need you to continue to keep me, pretty much keep me laced, keep me comfortable, keep my lifestyle going. But it feels like there's going to be a conflict in communication, and there's going to have to be a new situation. Things are going to switch up, they're going to change, and it's going to hit financially for Fox because um the things that they got coming legally, it's going to cut the cords, it's going to cut the tie, everything, whether she wants it to or not. So, whoo, this is going to be a hard transition, and this is where you learn a lesson between real women and bad bitches. Bad bitches are only here for a time period, and then they age out, they disappear, they have an end of an era. Real women, classic, traditional, never go out of style. Doesn't matter what era you're in, she can still hold her own. So we're gonna see some interesting things coming up out of this. Y'all, I'll close it with this. This feels similar to that energy with Brene. I don't know if y'all know Brene and Akira are back in court for the cyber stalking case. And it's gotten so bad that they said Brene has been crying in the courtroom. And they said that due to Brene exposing the children and putting a video out with the children, I guess they were all out at a restaurant, and you could see the uniform and the name of the school that her children attend on the uniform. And some crazy person found out what school her child was attending and went up to the school and tried to take her child out of school due to all the stuff that's been coming out on TikTok. So it's just like damn, you did all of this for a life, you know um for income, for clout. And now the very thing that you've done all this time for income and for clout is the very thing that is going to strip you of everything that you have. And it's like, damn, you could go to jail on this case. You could end up paying again on this case. And then they still got another case where Devin is taking Tim to court for alienation of affection. And he's asking for $3.3 million for the alienation of affection. I want to say $3 million for alienation of affection and 300,000 for another thing that I'm not even sure. It's the same set of lawyers. So attorney Robin is also Devin's lawyer as well. So baby, they gonna be broke in their next 3 lifetimes. Robin is whooping them Sonic coins out of them. And if Brene don't make a arrangement with the court to finally make a real payment for uh, Akira, they're gonna seize all of her accounts in the next probably like 20 to 15 days because she thought it was funny to go down to the court and make a $2 payment on a 1.75 judgment. So can you imagine going to the court and you owe somebody $1,750,000 and you make a $2 payment? Y'all, the court didn't find it funny and they said, listen, you gonna get your shit together and make a real payment, or we're gonna seize every account that you have and go through all your correspondence to see if you funneling money off to the side. So when I tell you everybody is being exposed right now, make sure your hands are clean. Say the apologies that you need to say. Get right with whoever you need to get right with, because in a minute, the way this energy is going, you're not going to be able to apologize, and you're going to suffer tremendous karma that could go for the next 8 to 10 years. So, y'all, I'm going to get off of here because I'm a little tired. It ran short tonight, but membership, I will be back tomorrow, probably about like 7:45. And then I will see all of y'all again for Allegedly Friday. Y'all favorites, y'all celebrities have worn me out. I'm tired. I gotta turn it in for the day. And for anybody that wants to book a reading with me, please email me at angelkissestheoracle@gmail.com. I'll get back to you as soon as possible and set up your reading. Y'all, I gotta get me some rest because I got readings tomorrow and then I got membership. I love y'all. Good night.